think about art and the impact that it has, it's like the glue that holds everything together and gives it, the life and culture and vibrancy for it to be a sustainable movement.
We oftentimes forget that art is such a crucial component to our advocacy and organizing efforts. And I think that without art itself, we would be very dry.
We're going to talk about what this Prop 47 is about, and then we'll finish this song. When you guys found out about this, where were you?
I was in jail.
You were in jail?
Can you believe it?
Now, when you found out about it, was it good news for you?
Great news.
Why?
That's how I got out.
We tend to always think of art as last, but in reality, if you look at all the work we have done, going from our logo to music, especially the music, one of the best examples that we can give is the corrido that we drafted alongside the residents in regards to health access. And not only did it become a song of trust, it became a labor of love. And I could still see and hear the residents saying, hey, do you remember when we did this corrido? And it really tells the story of what we're going through as a community and what we're wishing for.
So today a group of youth and musicians got together to write a song about wellness centers, the school climate bill of rights, and other concerns. I really hope you guys like it. We worked really hard on it.
Improve the quality of life and education here at Roosevelt and reconstruct a new narrative for students of color.
That art that we produced with Jose was a way for our students to begin to see the importance and the value of art. When I see that mural, I see a history of resistance in our communities. Something that harkens back to the 1960s and before, of our community advocating for the kind of education that their students deserve and not the education that they're getting. To this day, we're still fighting for a lot of the same issues.
We need a youth council in our city so that our youth's voices can be heard, so that they can have a voice deciding what projects get funded, what change do we want to see in our community. And so those are the basis for the lyrics that we're writing today.
You guys have any ideas for the other set of lyrics that's right below Respect My Choice?
So let's start singing. Ready?
For Saludarte, I was asked to create a mural about local control funding formula and dialogue with high school students and get some input on some of the ways that students would like to see that funding being used at their local high schools. And it was a great way to bring attention to the issue and invite people of all ages to work on a mural.
We always talk about art as a possibility and a form of education, empowerment, and transformation. So bringing community to create art, whether it's a zine, a performance, teatro, music, all of these different art forms and expressions is really about giving a space for people to express themselves. People did everything from herbalism, prevention, there was work in people from Planned Parenthood, so there's stuff about women's health. It's an amazing tool. It has a lot of amazing stories and experiences and suggestions and remedies. Mujeres and Maitz, and myself specifically, always talk about art lineage. There's people and mentors that we've learned from that were like in the 60s and 70s who paved the way. So in a workshop, we'll talk about those who come before.
I see the theater as a sacred place, for us to tell a story, and I start my workshops with building the trust amongst my participants, because it's very important for them to trust each other and trust me to be able to tell me their story. In this particular workshop, the theme of restorative justice was what we were to talk about, like issues affecting high schoolers. I just think we need more funding for the arts, whatever art form that it may be, music, art, dance, and especially connected to our cultural values and our stories.
I was working with the Boyle Heights for Youth campaign. So what we were doing was we were building images to send to the local senator, the city councilman, and we were trying to make an image, relay a message about investing in youth. So I feel it's like one of the most important things that we can invest in, you know, like that creativity and allowing these kids to be critical thinkers and figure things out within an art form. As a father that's, you know, was born and raised in Boyle Heights, you know, like I have 4 children that it's absolutely important for me to that they have these opportunities to like go out and take art classes, take music classes, take things like that. You know, it's very important to me.
There is a lack of investment in culture and art in our schools and in our community in general, and I think that being involved and engaged with ACTA really helps shift and change that narrative.